forum, one of our focus areas was our changing physical landscape as we strive to develop a distinctive global city. So, however, we all know that land in Singapore is scarce. So, besides land reclamation, could the Minister please provide some insight on how we can overcome our space constraint? Thank you.
It's obviously it's a continuing concern because we are 700 square kilometers. We've increased by about 8-9%, but there are limits to reclamation. Not only physical limits, in other words, how far you can extend territorial boundaries. I mean, you know, there are international laws, but even before that, diminishing returns. The more you extend, the costlier it gets. So the return beyond a certain point, it doesn't make sense. And I would say that will be a continuing concern, but our edge must be technology. And for those of you who have been following, we have made some headway in using underground space. This was a project that was started with our own homegrown talent. We have learned a lot in terms of blasting, creating underground caverns to store it, whether it's ammunition as we do for us, or even energy. And I think technology we'll also have to look for technological solutions to know how to make reclamation more cost effective. Whether we use the traditional method where you use a lot of sand, which is either hard to get, or if you can get it, people will put a premium to it. And that's the challenge for you. That's where you have the need creates the industry. So if you look at Holland, for example, in history, what has happened is that usually a national need creates industries where the people come together, or a select group of people in the country decide to surmount their problems. So for the Dutch, 1/3 of their land is below sea level, right? And that is why they have one of the most advanced dredging companies in the world. And that's why they have, as a shipbuilding, they also went out into paint, barges. So for us, we had one major constraint, which was what? Water, right? And that's why we have companies who are now world leaders in water purification, reverse osmosis. So this is a challenge also for land, as Crystal identified. And if a group of people can come up with solutions that make reclamation or land use more cost effective, whether it's building material, whether it's the way you shape it by architecture or building, then that solution is scalable to other countries, because there are other smaller cities as well. So look for opportunities like that, because you know there is a market and demand. So you as a Polytechnic student, one of the greatest values in your kind of education is that you can have actually, you understand how to fix things, how to make things happen. You use your knowledge and try that. And I've seen some of your projects, very interesting projects, whether it's food processing, whether it's clearing sea sludge, whether it's clearing sea debris, and all these have practical applications. So I would encourage you to continue to be sharp, believe in yourself, believe that you can find the next big application, because there's a huge demand for us to be able to use the land more intensively, whether it's in drilling, whether it's in storing, packing, whether it's in building design, in so many areas. We are land short, and we'll have to learn how to just build more than what we have. Build more than what we have, and use whatever we have in a very smart way.